So to take us forward, we have assembled a team of distinguished experts, panelists, to try and come up with some sort of plan of action that each country can implement. Some technical announcements. Please try as much as possible to use headphones. You mute your microphones when you're not speaking. And there will be interpretation, so bear that in mind. We have COVID-19, as I was telling my colleagues, has made every institution, every company to go digital. We have a team of interpreters who are based in Spain and speakers from all over Africa. So COVID-19 has made us innovate. So bear in mind when you speak, because the interpreters need to hear you and interpret. When it comes to interpretation, there is a globe down there, and you can choose the language you want to. If it's English, you have to select English so that when the person is speaking in French, you can understand if you do not speak French. So without further ado, I would like to just take you through the program that we are going to have today. So my introduction is almost done. Then we're going to have welcome remarks from Mr. Jamal Belahash, who is the president for Jobs for Africa Foundation. Then we have a presentation by Professor Robert Mudida from Strathmore University on impact of COVID-19 on African countries and some policy options. Then we are very privileged to have a presentation by Ms. Ron Osman Omar, Officer in Charge, Industry Department, African Union Commission, on how during this difficult period we can support SMEs in Africa, because that's where most people in Africa, earn their living. SMEs, informality, how can we support them to make sure that they do not disappear? And some of the policy responses by the African Union Commission, which has been doing a lot to coordinate efforts throughout the continent. Then we will have our dear friend and a close friend of the Jobs for Africa Foundation, Leila Mokedem, who is Regional Resident Representative, African Development Bank. Leila has always been there since the creation of the Jobs for Africa Foundation. She was there in Geneva when we launched it in 2016. And Leila, thank you very much to join us once again. Then we'll go country level. We'll have a presentation by Mr. Eduardo Chimela, who is the Director, National Employment Observatory in Mozambique. You'll be telling us about some of the surveys that have been carried out in Mozambique in terms of the impact of the pandemic. And then Jamal Belahash will take it from there and give you some ideas on the way forward. So without further ado, just to introduce Jamal Belahash for those who do not know him. As I said, he's the president of the Jobs for Africa Foundation. He's the associate partner and CEO of DIO Conseil International. He previously served as the director of OCP, which is the largest company in Morocco, employing close to 23,000 people. And Jamal Belahash was the director of human capital, communications, and corporate social responsibility. He's a well-known expert in employment matters in Africa. He previously was a managing director of Manpower in North Africa and the French overseas territories. And he is also the founder of Manpower in Morocco and Manpower in Tunisia. He previously served as vice president of the General Confederation of Moroccan Enterprises and actively promoted the social dialogue between employers and workers when it comes to employment creation. And he has represented the Moroccan employers in the ILO governing body. So over to you, my dear President Jamal Belhaj.